So we're taking on Chelsea for you guys twice in the knockout playoff round. And now I'm wondering, is it still a good thing that Pochettino is in charge of Chelsea? I mean, according to FM, he brought them to 4th place last year and they're currently 3rd in the Premier League. They're quite close behind Liverpool and City, to be fair. And in terms of our lineup, one of their best and most valued players is Mykhailo Mudryk. FM, go home. You're clearly very drunk. Hi guys, MrSpaceman reporting for duty and welcome back to another episode of my FM24 save with Partizan. Now, Mykhailo Mudryk is worth 152 million if I were to buy him right now, according to whoever the heck is in charge of the values. He looks good. Good dribbling, stupid pace, and according to FM, that's kind of the only thing that matters. But in 76 appearances, he's only scored 11 goals. And if you break that down in terms of assists and goals, yeah, he's pretty much exactly where he is right now. Maybe a bit more goals, but 7.43 average rating. Doing what exactly? I'm honestly confused, but maybe he'll show us today. I mean, I guess in terms of other good players, they still have Nkunku, Colville, Lavia, Fernandez. Have they signed anyone new that should be there? Nicola Gonzalez is a new player, okay. Cole Palmer is unregistered, which is absolutely fascinating. But apart from that, I don't think they've done anything else in the transfer market. Oh my god, they have Romelu Lukaku. He's leading the line for them. I mean, can you say leading the line if he scored 7 goals in 20 appearances for Chelsea? I don't think so. So for the 3rd episode in a row, we are on the struggle bus because Chelsea is a massive, massive side. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Chelsea fan. As you can see in this universe, they kind of got their shit together. I don't think in the real world we're even going to get 57 points and they have 11 games left to play. So who knows where they're going to end up. But to be fair, as a Chelsea fan right now, I will take 57 points. I don't know how many we're on right now, but it doesn't seem like we're doing that well. But yeah, whatever happens today, at least the most important thing is we're going to find out what this knockout playoff round actually means. Because does this mean if we lose this game, we go into Europa? Or does this mean we will finish our European performances here? Because if we go into Europa, this is going to be amazing. If we don't, well, that's going to be a little bit sad. Just to catch you up on some things, we've played 2 games in between the very sad losses to Bayern Munich and, yeah, Barcelona. We've played Napredak and we almost messed that up. We were 2-0 up at some point with goals from Alilovic and Basic, and they scored 2 goals. And it took Sufana Moyenata to take us out and get us a win on the 88th minute. He had a good game, which is finally nice, and then that got diluted when he had a 6.1 average rating in the next game against Spartak by missing a penalty and then refusing to elaborate. And by refusing to elaborate, I mean he refused to play well. But we managed to beat them 4-0. I don't understand how this happens when you're beating a team as easily as you are. Why and how can you get bad ratings? But whatever. Jean-Philippe Crasso, Stamenic, and Frank Canute on the score sheet means that we continue our unbeaten form in the league. We are way ahead of the curve, like way ahead of the curve. We've drawn 1 game, and that's against the weakest side, as you can see. But as Michael Owen once famously said, when Jovanovic doesn't concede, Partizan does not lose. And hopefully that is going to be the case today. I don't know if we can count on a clean sheet, but I hope we can count on a much better performance than it was in the last 2 episodes, of course. And most importantly, that we end the game with 11 players on the pitch. No more red cards, please. And it's kind of helpful that Crasso is suspended for obvious reasons, because he got a red card in the last game. Yeah, that makes sense. But anyways, here is our starting lineup. We have Jovanovic in goal. We're going to have Stamenic and Markic in the back 2. In the midfield, we're going to have Borza, Stankovic, this time Dorde Stankovic, and Nikola Stankovic on the right-hand side. The Stankovic's brothers, I don't know if they're not going to be brothers. One is a regen, one is not, but we'll call them brothers. They're going to be playing here together. Amiri is going to be on the bench. Stankovic has slowly started to overtake Amiri. To be fair, at 21 years old, he looks to be already a comparable player to Amiri, and also the fact that Amiri has pissed me off in the last few games. Maybe this means it's time for me to sell him at some point, or maybe play him in a better role, like maybe the center mid role where he actually belongs. But who knows? For now, that's not the case. Up front, we're going to have Basic and Belic in the midfield. Even further up, we're going to have Alilovic, Lukovic, and Saldania up front. I'm trying to play Lukovic in that complete forward role, because he has very good passing, so hopefully he can link in the play a little bit better, because I felt like our strikers were super isolated, so maybe he can contribute there. And also, he's one of our better players, and I want to fit him in somehow. In terms of tactics, we've changed to a balanced formation, which I'm going to move. I don't want to get countered by Mudryk. Honestly, I'm scared. I'm going to go positive for this game. We're playing at home, so I'm going to retain that. But yeah, actually, I forgot to mention this. In the last 2 games that we had, Andrei Borza got 2 back-to-back man-of-the-match performances. He's got an 8.0 rating against Napredak, and he got 8.3 rating against Spartak. So hopefully today we'll see more of the same. He looks quite okay. He's already developing. He's getting used to the team. So maybe it was just, to be fair, like, what can you expect? You come, you're a new player, and you're playing against Barcelona and Bayern Munich in your first 2 games. Like, you can't really judge a person by that. Oh, what a beautiful day it is in Belgrade. It is hailing. It is, I almost said snowing, but it's hailing. It's even worse. It is freezing. It's the middle of the night, and we hopefully are going to have a good performance. What is the Chelsea lineup? The Kepa in goal, Mudryk and Kunku up front, Sterling on the right-hand side. The midfield looks terrifying, and most importantly, Reece James is not broken. Okay, so they start with a corner as Chilwell puts a cross in. Fofana jumps for it, but we do manage to clear it as Stankovic, instead of controlling it, clears it all the way out to Chilwell. He's going to put the ball back in. Lavia plays with James. Dear God, no. Not James, not you. And Kunku finds himself in lots of space. He finds himself on the wrong side of, I think that's Stamenic. Our best defender got bested. But we will see if it's actually offside, because there were some suspicions of that. Scary box. Goal disallowed. We have a chance. We don't concede in the 9th minute. Another highlight for them. They line up a free kick, and Kunku is stepping up to take it. I don't know if his free kicks are good, but we shall see as Jovanovic hits the post and they have their own Basic. I wonder if that was a save. I wonder if that hit the post. I don't know, but oh my god. Another... my god, they're scaring me. 19th minute, 3rd event. Mudryk is going to take the shot. No, he's not. Lavia takes a shot, misses it. And that was a good chance for them. They are piling on the pressure. Oh my god, another highlight and another corner. They are countering us quite heavily, because in terms of possession, which... hello? Enzo Fernandez almost scored with an overhead kick, but a beautiful reaction from Jovanovic. Yeah, if that would have gone in, this would have been a highlight for forever. I would have been speechless. Chilwell. Chilwell scored a header. Ben freaking Chilwell. Out of every single person on this damn team, it is Chilwell that gets the ball first. He out-jumped Alilovic. No, that's not Alilovic. Don't blame Alilovic. Whoever that was, he wanted to blame Alilovic. But like I was saying, we have a lot of possession. We're not doing anything with it. It is halftime, and we've conceded a goal from Ben freaking Chilwell. But that is really not good, guys. I want to... hands on hips moment. We're not going to win if we don't shoot. That is definitely the truth. And now we need to make some changes, because this is not... Again, we're playing really, really badly. So I think it's time for me to make some changes. This formation has not given us what we wanted from the team. But what can we do to address that? I think I'm going to go, if it doesn't work, let's play like this. Let's play up front. Let's play 2 players up front. Drop Alilovic on support so he can kind of pick up the ball a little bit. Maybe drop Basic on a deep lying playmaker role. And hope that will be enough. In terms of everything else, I think the players that are not performing is Saldania, who's getting outmarked on the right-hand side, which, to be fair, he is playing against who is on the left-hand side, Ben Chilwell. But he needs to have a bit more help from Stankovic, who's having an okay game. And the other Stankovic is on a yellow card, so unfortunately for him, I'm going to have to do something. Do I actually? Ooh, you know what? I'm going to do a reshuffle. I'm going to put Belic in a halfback role. I'm going to put on Amiri, and I'm going to set him the role of a center midfielder on attack. Maybe that will mean he has a bit more freedom to play up front, and maybe he'll perform better for me. If he has another 6.1 rating, I don't know what I'm going to do. But we make one big sub at halftime. Even the fact that we're playing positive, we're not creating much. So we need to do something more than this, because this is just a bit awful. Maybe I can push the ball a bit forward and pass into space because we have fast players. Yeah, at this point, we need to do whatever we can to at least get a goal or something. I mean, I'm going to make subs earlier than I normally do, because this is awful. We've lost all the possessions that we had. So now we need to think about what we're going to do. I mean, Saldania is playing like trash, so I'm going to put Mojenata on. And I think I'm going to take off Zoran Alilovic and put Bazdar on, because Bazdar is going to hopefully help us move the ball a bit more. And in terms of everything else, we're going to go a bit more wide. We're going to play shorter to try and retain possession. Don't be more expressive. I want you to pass the ball. And apart from that, I can't think of anything else. I think we're just going to set both to overlap, let our wingbacks just run at them. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's the 60th minute. Nothing has changed. We need to just throw everything we can at this team. I mean, so far it's a very boring first leg. They've only had one goal, a handful of chances, and all of our players are playing quite badly, if probably the best way to say it. Yeah, that's the best way to say it. We're playing bad. I can say many more words, I can say many more mean words, but this is just trash. Although Stankovic is finding lots of space, Amiri 1-2 with Stankovic. They're not used to playing together. Finds Borza on the left-hand side. Is he going to drive through? He's not. And Nico from Barcelona, or is it the Nico Gonzalez guy, the Argentinian? I think that, although to be fair, I don't know. Lukaku's playing up front. And he loses the ball. Yes, Lukaku messes up. Lukovic, there's lots of space there. Lukovic. Man, what's the point of having 16 passes if you can't make a short pass? Chilwell, running down the side, and Amiri, despite the fact that he's playing in the center mid role, covers at right back. Why can he defend when he's a right back? Maybe by playing in the midfield role, he kind of recognizes that he knows what he's doing. Man, we are going to concede from this, and this is going to be the dumbest goal we've conceded. There were 2 mistakes in transition, 2 stupid mistakes. Not under much pressure. We have very, very good passing. Our team is quite good at passing. That's the one thing that I've always tried to build in this team. And under no pressure, Markovic tries to find Basic. Why? Man, this is going to be the 3rd episode where I'm super frustrated. We're not creating anything. They score very simple goals and we're not creating anything. What the hell? I'm going to shout at the man more. And I think with that, Lukovic is coming off as well. We need to make some final subs because nothing is happening right now. Milovanovic is going to come on, hopefully for some pace. Mojenata is going to switch to a poacher. Hopefully introduce some running there. And I don't know. We're going to have to switch to 3 people in the midfield. Just hopefully to, I don't know, have some people running. And Basic is going to be an advanced playmaker. And Markovic, can I make one more sub? Markovic is not tired, but Stamenic is. And Borza's having another bad game. Okay, Antic is coming off, and I think Stankovic is coming off. He's not. He's staying. Okay, so that gave me absolutely nothing. Nothing else happened. We had 2 shots, 0 on target. We had more possession, which is annoying, and we got wrecked, is probably the best way to say it. Players once again underperforming. Saldania underperforming. Lukovic underperforming. Alilovic underperforming. Stankovic having a bad game, and Borza having a bad game as well. Amiri is on a 6.5 somehow. I don't know how. Mojenata is on a 6.5. I don't know how. It was a trash game, and Jovanovic once again is the only man that can hold his head up high. Okay, so we have reached the 2nd leg of the game against Chelsea, and the best part that I can say about this game is the fact that I get to visit Stamford Bridge, and I don't need to pay to buy a ticket. Woo! I saved about 100-something quid, and I got paid in the process. Happy days. Anyways, with that in mind, we are losing 2-0 from the first leg, so we need to make some changes. And changes we have made. We have decided to go extremely more attacking than we usually do, just because we cannot seem to create chances and cannot seem to score. So with that in mind, we're switching to a 4-4-2 Gengar press tactic, where we just run as far as we can and hopefully press the hell out of Chelsea. Like I said, we're playing with a 4-4-2. We're going to have Jovanovic in goal, Antic and Filipovic are going to be our starting right backs because something funny happened. Borza got suspended and Stankovic got suspended for getting too many yellow cards, which is going to be absolutely hilarious. So that's why Antic and Filipovic have to put on their boots and play against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. What's the point of buying wingbacks that are good? I don't know. But anyways, Simic and Markovic are going to be in the midfield. We're going to have Amiri and Stamenic in the middle too. Hopefully there's going to be enough of them there parking, to stop the 3 people in the midfield, but who knows. We're going to have Lukovic up front. We're going to have Saldania on the right-hand side. We're going to have Popovic and Bazdar playing together in tandem. Popovic is back from injury. He's not fit, but at the same time, he's our only player that seems to score goals. So hopefully we get some magic off him. But anyways, I hope you are ready. I hope you're less defeated than I am, because hopefully we can do a little bit better. Honestly, for me, when I play these teams, it's not about even winning them, because fair enough, you can't always win the big teams. Sometimes magic happens, and you want that to happen every single game, but sometimes it doesn't. The issue for me is, it seems like we're doing well, and then it seems like nothing is happening, and then I'm just really, really frustrated. But anyways, hopefully these guys can do something different, and most likely, I'm going to have to make some changes in the first 10 minutes. All right, what is Chelsea going to do? They're still going to play their full squad. Oh my god, they're playing their full squad. Lukaku up front, Mudryk and Kunku Sterling, and then the rest of the boys, even James and Chilwell. Hopefully they're going to be pleasantly surprised or unpleasantly surprised by the fact that we're going with a 4-4-2 this time. We haven't done this in forever. In forever, I mean ever. So hopefully that's going to surprise everyone, and I hope they're not going to be ready, but goddamn, this is going to be a very, very tough game for us today. Well, we're playing it out of the back with Lukovic, who is playing a third different position in the past few days. And unfortunately, he gives the ball away, which is something, again, with 16 passing, I don't understand. Just how Basic can score, same how he stops. And oh my god, and Kunku, one-on-one with the keeper. Jovanovic doesn't get a hand to it. And it all started because Lukovic on 16 passing cannot make a single pass. It's things like this that really piss me off. This is going to be another frustrating episode where I can't really think of anything to do with this game because I don't know what is going on. Amiri, once again, refuses to mark anybody. Simic, obviously, 17-year-old kid. Can't exactly blame him. Oh my god. Another bad performance from Amiri. I can't wait, man. I honestly can't wait. This guy has been doing my head in. He's on 10k a week, which means that most likely I am maybe going to get rid of him, depending on how things kind of pan out in the transfer window next year. Lukovic misplaces a pass again. I am so close to just leaving this recording and going off and do something else and just let you guys watch the highlights because it's going to be more interesting that way. I don't know, unless you like me squirming and being really, really pissed off at everything, which, hey, it's entertainment, right? But I don't know. Saldana is hopefully going to make something on the right-hand side. Is he going to put a nice cross in? We do have a chance. Bazdar, he hasn't been giving many chances this year, but this could be one of them. Popovic, Amiri, the ball's not getting in, and of course it has to be Amiri who doesn't put the ball in. To be fair, there were so many people stuck there blocking the goal, but god damn it, that was a good chance. We are still continuing on a highlight here as Simic has the ball. A bit worried that we're pushing so high up and our players are not doing it. That was a beautiful pass through. Popovic, Jesus. Wow. You know what? Amiri plays a beautiful pass to Popovic. And for a man who hasn't played for 3 seasons or something, 3 seasons, very nice. For 3 months, he does this. A beautiful run down the middle, times it to perfection, and dinks Kepa. He is 19 years old. He hasn't played for 3 months. Or is it more like 2 months? I think it was like 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, 2 months. Absolutely insane. He just came back from, what was it? He was still injured in the game against, who was it? Železničar. So he wasn't fit, and now he's fit, and this is what he does. He is the GOAT. The GOAT. Man, I knew that it was going to pay off. Popovic seems to be the only person on this team that knows how to score, regardless of the fact that Saldana is a much better striker, regardless of the fact that Kraso is a better striker. And once again, it is Popovic. Yeah, you can't expect. Okay, you know what? You can't expect. Maybe he could have knocked the ball down to Lukovic. Maybe. But, you can't expect things like this to go your way all the time. But once again, he's the man that is involved. And it's also him that's the man who can't seem to score against the smaller teams. He's always a big game player. Maybe that's the case. We finally intercept the play. Amiri, Bazdar, can he create something? Popovic, one-on-one. Popovic, Matija Popovic. Bro, welcome back, and he's offside. I don't care. I don't care if it gets disallowed. I don't care. Matija Popovic is making things happen. He's not afraid. And he's just the best. And it's disallowed, unfortunately, but I don't care. He makes the runs. He does the things. He's the only striker that we have that is capable of things. And Bazdar could have timed it a little bit better. Popovic could have timed it a little bit better. But to be fair, this was a good chance. We are hitting the alarm bells, which is good. And that being said, we are not having much of possession there. But maybe that was the plan all along. Maybe we shouldn't have been the ones controlling the possession. Maybe we give them other chances, and maybe that's how we win. Antic finds Filipovic. who the ball bounces off to Bazdar. Lukovic! Oh, that's another chance, and we're doing much better. We're doing much better. Everything has been doom and gloom, and finally some positives from Amiri, which is absolutely nice, but this team is not doing too badly. Maybe we should play more counter-attacky, more attacky, I guess, what's it called, formations, because this is a much better performance from the boys. Yes, we still have 3 shots and 2 on target, but we are making chances. And with that, we reach the halftime. I don't know what else to say. We are doing so well. Lukovic is playing bad once again, but I can't really blame the guy. He is playing all sorts of different positions. Saldania is not doing too good, so I don't know what to do on that front. But yeah, do I make some subs now? Do I not trust in Milos Lukovic? Man, he looks so good. He looks like a very, very good box-to-box, but unfortunately, just something is going on and he can't produce what's important. What about Miri? He can play on the left-hand side. What if I switch them round? Kind of see if I can shake out something from that. Hopefully both of them can do better. And I don't know, man, but we are doing okay. Milos Lukovic has 16 passing. Hopefully he can make a nice pass. I mean, I wonder if this change is going to do anything, but it is the 47th minute and they are on the attack. Chilwell finds Colwell in the middle. Is he going to play it all the way back? He does Fofana. Povic is at least trying to press. Bazdar is kind of not here, not there. Lukaku is on the ball. A weird touch, but it was good enough. Mudryk finds lots of space. Filipovic is beaten. And Mudryk... Was that a... Simic? No. Nikola Simic. Buddy, I am so sorry. It's not your fault. I'm not going to shout at you, buddy. It's a 17-year-old kid who has to play just because of the fact that I'm doing a challenge. And Mudryk should not have scored that. Jovanovic is going to be really, really frustrated, but he couldn't do anything either. And Simic was just getting in the way, and unfortunately, Mudryk managed to hit. He's still playing a bad game, Mudryk. So this hasn't changed anything for him. But we need to go more attacking. We need to try and rescue something. Maybe go a bit more higher tempo, try to pass into space, and just keep trying to work at it. Bazdar is not having a good game either. Lukovic is falling off a cliff. I think there's no way of stopping it. A change did not create anything. I'm going to bring Alilovic on, and I think I'm going to take off Bazdar and put... Do I put Sufanat Moinata? I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to put Sufanat Moinata here. Drop Amiri instead of Alilovic, and then put on Kraso up front. Just like that. I think Moinata can help contribute from the left-hand side, because he's a good player. Basically, trust me on this one. Amiri's doing good. He's the only one that's doing good. And maybe I think it's also good for me to take off Stamenic. He's one of our better players. I'm going to put Canute instead of him. But damn, man, it's not a good performance from the boys. Really not a good performance. James is playing the ball off the right-hand side. Enzo is with the ball now. We are not seeming to make any more chances. I was kind of hoping that the Matija Popovic's, double would have kickstarted something, although Canute is kickstarting something. He finds, Popovic, who finds Muinata. You have lots of space and your dribbling is quite good. Can you bring it down? Can you do something? Muinata. Is it finally going to be a highlight where I say his name and I'm actually happy? Antic, Agent 47, Muinata, finds Saldania, and Saldania puts it away. We have a chance, 2-2. I mean, to be fair, we need to score 2 goals, but this is better. A 2-2 against Chelsea, I can respect. I can really, really respect this because we are making chances. We're making things happen. Very, very nice play. Muinata finally does something beautiful. Good pass from Antic, good pass from Muinata, and a beautiful run for Saldania. This is why I trust the man to do what he does. You keep him on the pitch, he scores goals. I mean, I know Popovic is doing great, but I'm going to take him off and put Milovanovic on just because he's got some pace and hopefully he can help contribute by making some runs. I have one more sub that I can make, and I think I'm going to take off Amiri, and I am going to put on Zoran Alilovic just to have some more creativity. We have 10 minutes remaining, and we have a very nice and healthy XG. We're doing good. Where was this last episode? Last leg. There we go. But, I mean, this is the kind of game I wanted to see against Chelsea. We may lose, he says, as Conor Gallagher scores, but at least there's something there. At least we showed our attacking play, and I can't be mad at this. If we lose 4-2 from this, if we lose 5-2 from this, I can take it. But I can't take a 2-0 loss at home where we had 3 shots and almost none on target. This is trash. But to be fair, again, this makes sense. Chelsea are just miles ahead of us right now. But the amount of entertainment we get. The most important thing is entertainment for me, okay? I want to entertain you. I want to entertain myself. I don't want to sit there and just go, we lost. Players are doing nothing. Lukovic missed a pass. Like this. I want to have more fun. And looks like Chelsea is starting to have more fun. We are playing very attacking. Maybe I should drop it back. I don't want to concede too much on some stupid goals. But at the same time, it could be more fun. More goals is good, right? Aslavia finds so much space. No one marks him, but a beautiful save from Jovanovic. And Markovic and Simic are not doing good. We have focused so much on people up front that we forgot that we have defense to sub. But look, you have Simic and you have Markovic, you have Filipovic and you have Antic. Like, not entirely the best back four. And in our case, only Markovic is the only, I guess, starting player that should be there. And if it wasn't for that 17-year-old rule that we have, Simic wouldn't start. And it looks like we lose 3-2 to Chelsea. They go through. Totally deserved. Much better from the boys this time. Amiri with a positive play. Now let's see what happens. Are we still in Europa League? I don't know. Let's find out together. Well, I guess there's no way for me to get into Europa from now on. Which kind of confuses things because that means we need to lose in the early stages of our playoffs. Because I think next year we have to play playoffs in order to get to the Champions League. I think. But I think we are a little bit in trouble. I didn't realize this is how it's going to affect the way we play. There is no way for us to get into Europa League once we've not made it into the Champions League. Yeah, because the next draw is done today, where obviously we're not there for kind of obvious reasons. But the next round for Europa League is done. Unless, no, we're not going to be in the quarterfinal. That makes no sense. Yeah, well, there we have it. I'm going to have to get rid of my rule for the Europa League and stuff. Because I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's really frustrating that this is the way we're going to have to go. Maybe we can try losing in early stages of the playoffs if I think that's going to be the rule next year. But that is a very big disappointment. Today was an episode of disappointments. So, yeah, that was... Yeah. Well, what does that mean? Well, I guess the next game... Do I really want to play Crvena Zvezda? I do. The next game is going to be against Crvena Zvezda, and then after that, I'm just going to try and end the season. There's not much really else to do here. As you remember, we're top of the league. We haven't lost a single game. Hopefully we can do better than last year, because last year, we've also only drawn one, but we've scored 111 goals. We're currently on par to do a bit better, but in terms of conceded goals, we're also doing quite okay. So maybe we just continue trying to improve on this. But yeah, I'm disappointed. But I hope you're not disheartened. This was our first experience in Europe. We've made it to the playoffs. Despite the gloom and doom. Despite the doom and gloom, I think we did quite well. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Smash the like button if you did. Write in the comments, what the hell should I do with the big teams? I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next game against this team, who somehow still has 63 players. Bye, guys.